Leah Boston, and it's Brianna Jones in the right back. So a pair of turnovers here to
allowing Connecticut to get it.
She's a gold medalist Monday to get closer to their playoff. Here's Ty Harris leading.
Way to help in that as well.
That early 1-8 hole.
In action, forcing that switch, but
Carrington flips it. Alyssa Thomas
Highland Hall of Fame on October 2, and of course coming off.
Harris left alone.
Played in Atlanta. They played ready. Connecticut, too many easy looks.
Boston's first touch, backing her way in, and
she's going to go one-on-one in the post.
Double-double of the season, and here as Carrington gets inside the step in Atlanta.
And Caitlin Clark her own.
Jones deep position.
And she leads the league in unassisted basket.
Clark for the Indiana Fever as an assistant.
I'm bored. Would you come in the locker room and hang it? It was fun.
That Bonner shot.
Oh, look at that back door. Beautiful. Mitchell did. It's beautiful.
Team, they're aggressive defensively.
Most teams aren't bringing two to the ball to her.
Extra pass, Lexi Hole, Barry
Clark.
Mabry on the other end, but the Fever give it away. And Clark launches. And
he had it since the break.
Mabry, who came over at the Olympic. Smith spinning on the baseline.
Smith plays well. Indiana has.
Thomas here with 2 fouls as Clark gets in. Points here for Caitlin Clark. Bonner sizing up Mabry. Mitchell knocks a couple of minutes right back into high gear as Carrington spins and feeds for Thomas. And a backdoor pass. Another one as Clark can slow you down, get you into the half. They held New York to just 6.
Basket cut by Mabry.
It's away right into the hands of Mitchell. Feed to Smith, who buried. Averages 3 a game, and that is a strong.
Hall hit one. Melissa Smith.
Well, this would a run here for Erica Wheeler. Corner Mitchell is open. And it's tonight, Aaliyah Boston as Bonner lost it. Found its way to kick. If you're Indiana, you have a chance.
What I would label a team them score in transition. With a minute 27 to play.
Lexi Hole getting her second.
You know when you're safe before they fly.
That's Carrington spinning inside, fading.
To Connecticut on the road, right there. No, make it hard.
On there, the Fever have 17 of their 20 road games all
on the Indiana bench.
But we quarter this year. There's a little 2-man game as Dantis gets in. Bonner has to hoist from way out. Ready with 11. Here's a wrap-around pass, and Boston. Connecticut had an early 6-point. Mabry launches, and there in the paint, right back for Boston. 4 points. Sets up Olivia Nelson-Ododa.
Really nice move. You get Caitlin Clark in
South Carolina.
Shot. You got to quickly convert.
There's Mabry off the screen, but it wasn't a lead. So lethal in transition. Thomas. Wheeler steps into a 3.
All the buckets here tonight.
21-foot 3-pointer earlier. Extra pass, Lexi Hole. Jones with a huge size advantage on Clark. Dantis pulls up. Done by Jones, steps back. Thomas is open. And
the Fever games. How about that?
Connecticut by 6. Mitchell last year as well, a key midseason acquisition.
Run so hard to the other end.
That's the second. Every Monday and Tuesday, it's the perfect place. Field House. Boston kick out. Here is Clark. Stephanie White's group play. Lexi Hole has to fire. Here is Mabry. Clark wide open. Knocks down
another triple. Boy, India
for Lexi Hole, who buried. Comprehensible 13 for screen. Waits for Boston, who cash.
Screening action.
Thomas is 0.3 behind her. Feeding inside for Smith. Mabry just hits the.
When it comes to Simone Biles.
Basketball here as Smith gets in.
For Mitchell.
Mabry catch and shoot. Way outside. Over likely a little bit too much for Chris. Defense. From early June, the last time Clark had it knocked over.
See Caitlin Clark. There's that inversion to the block.
Mitchell sidestep. Held relatively in check since. She's just sees the clock fire away. Bankton takes it right into Hole and finishes. Past Carrington, it was right on the mark.
It's the kind of pass you want to throw in transition. No one.
Early, struggled offensively in the sexing. Boston stepped through. Katie Lou Samuelson tonight, she was questionable.
But it changes the space on the.
Brianna Jones, Smith taps it. Can't here this year. And Bot. And so a 9-point. And so Bonner with the Atlanta, it ended up maybe being the pivotal position. The steal in Connecticut. Give them pay. Smith with the putback and a pull off the screen. And Thomas just bulls over an Alyssa. The step through, the find to Bonner. Lexi Hole fire away.
Works. And she wasn't kidding.
Bonner, dangerous pass. Smith gets inside.
Wrong side, but when you catch it that deep, it's...
And it's just gone. Or to me, catchings with coming back. Benlay has check pull. Keeler and Carrington.
And that takes you.
See if that could trigger Indiana's offense here. Shot fake, Clark the drive, and they got her. Here's Boston off the head. Mitchell behind the defense. Plays that outlet pass already. I would say fourth assist. Here is Jones from the mid-range. Boston pulls up. But pull that out there. Clark, step back. Hits a good defense for that. Carey this time. Oh, she gets it. In the first half, back on the floor here to start. Mitchell pulls up. Mabry off the screen. Fag bend its way out to Carrington, who hadn't even be a jump ball, but the Fever do win it. Fag Benlay with the reverse. Rim has been so improved here out of the pass. Mitchell is wide open.
Place is jacked up, and Mabry
looking aggressive. That's a deep gets there. And here's Mabry from
buckets.
Clark splits the double.
She hasn't really needed it.
Yeah. Inside, Nelson Adota over Boston. Pounding defense by Carrington. 20th pick in 2021. Here's Burton going coast to coast. And clock in game clock. We wind down the third. Boston will let it fly.
As it's really hard to help on that side, and her staff do an excellent job of that.
And this goes to Boston. It's her.
She's not missed at the free throw line.
For Indiana. Here are Clark and Mitch. Smith came down with it, but she's on the ground early in the fourth. It's been negated in large part off of the turnover here tonight.
Gets a hand on it.
And
you know it's coming.
Oh, with the slant route there. Caitlin Cree sets up Burton. Clark fires. Minute looking for Boston. The pass was a little too far.
Can Indiana work?
Backing her way inside. Deep position. 12th double-double of the season. Work on Smith. Oh, ran right into a wall. Is here as well.
What a roar. Generational, and there's goats, and it's over to Caitlin.
Certainly. Oh, Carrington.
They have D'd up in the quarter court. They've been
with the shot fake driving on Thomas. Hangs.
Backing Indiana's defense downhill.
Shooting. Mabry off balance. Out for Lexi Hole. Lethal in the second half. The step through.
Stops the ball.
Last break point as Mitchell fired.
Third in the league and what is called clutch.
Consecutive 20-point games as Jones.
They get 2 points on the other end.
And more fast break opportunity. And just 1 of 4 from the line here tonight.
She adds so much other.
Once again this season. And connect for Mitchell. Catch and shoot. Barry. In their 15th win as Mabry just the corner. Feeds Boston. Won't miss it. Starters are. Big minutes down the stretch. Mabry fires. 9. Mitchell catch and shoot. Hits him.
Mark that down, Pat. One.
Thomas handoff. Mabry. Clark on the drive. Clark lays it in. Back door. Here is Burton runs. Thomas splits the double. Gets a sold-out crowd to their feet. Shrugs her off. Oh.
Well, I like
the 2 for 1. Thomas had it knocked away. Challenge and a turnover there.
Well, you keep the ball.
And hold. Loving that free throw going down. Got Carrington. She is open in their last 10 home games. Harris has got to hurry. Just sees the clock fire away. Bank Carrington. She's got numbers if she hurries. Carrington takes it right into Hole and finishes. And another turnover. Outlet pass Carrington. It was right on the
Carrington to finish. That's the kind of pass you want to throw in transition. No one.
Got down 8-2 early. Struggled offensively in the second. Clark bouncing. Boston step through it. We have not seen Katie Lou Samuelson tonight. She was questionable.
She's not going to take that shot, but it changes the space on the.
So it's Alyssa Smith, Brianna Jones. Smith taps it. Kemp struggled on these jump ball situations here this year. And
out of the way.
And so a 9-point. And so Bonner with that 5-point possession late against Atlanta. It ended up maybe being the pivotal position. Clark gives it away. It's Carrington with the steal, and Connecticut can't make them pay. Smith with the putback, and it. Bonner working on Lexi Hole off the screen. And Thomas just bulls over Alyssa. Carrington, the hesitation, the step through, the find to Bonner.
The ball.
Lexi Hole fire away.
Teacher at halftime about how hard she works, and she wasn't kidding.
Bonner, dangerous pass promise.
That's how you stop the ball.
Smith gets inside.
Time to load up to the strong side, but when you catch it that deep.
Minutes here tonight, but has 9 points. And has just gone. That's 22 weeks. Or to me, catchings with. Coming back, Benley has checked. 4 fouls for Smith, 4 for Hole. Hole pass to nobody in particular, and Carrington.
Hard action on the same side of the floor, and that takes you.
See if that could trigger Indiana's offense here. Clark the shot fake, Clark the drive, and they got her.
Fake. Dribble entries.
Here's Boston, Hoftong, and now it's Clark. Launch ahead, Mitchell behind the defense. And she deploys that outlet pass already, I would say. It's Caitlin Clark's 4th assist. Here is Jones from the mid-range, trying to clear out some space for she and Boston. Boston pulls up, Clark behind the back. Want to pull that out there. Kevin Fahey says, no, you will not. In fact, Clark, step back, hits a There's no defense for that. What does Clark have up her sleeve this time? Oh, she gets it right. It's gotten the fans here fired up. 10 good minutes in the first half. Back on the floor here to start. Mitchell pulls up. What Connecticut gives up per game. Mabry off the screen. Fag back to her. Thomas fumbles it, but found its way out to Carrington, who. You can make a case that shouldn't even be a jump ball, but the Fever do win it. Clark gets inside. Here's Fagbenley with the reverse. Indiana's defense at the rim has been so improved here out of the Boston. Hesitation, extra pass. Mitchell is wide open.
This place is jacked up, and maybe
within 5. Here's Mitchell looking for more, looking aggressive. That's a deep. It'll be a new franchise record when she gets there. And here's Mabry from.
She can make buckets.
Clark splits the dub of her repertoire.
Well, she hasn't really needed it.
Yeah. It's past Thomas. Back inside, Nelson Adota over Boston here lately. Pounding defense by Carrington. She was here by this franchise, the 20th pick in 2021. What a sequence there by Carrington. Here's Burton going coast to coast. And 3-second differential, shot clock and game clock. We wind down the third on the drive. Back for Boston. Boston will let it fly.
Got shooters in the corner like Indiana has. It's really hard to help on that offensive scheming. Christy Size and her staff do an excellent job of that.
And this goes to Boston. It's up here in the second half. She's been in the third quarter.
She has not missed at the free throw line.
Backcourt has been excellent again here for Indiana. Here are Clark and Mitchell down to 5. Whips it in for Mitchell. Smith came down with it, but she's on the ground. For Indiana, really high number here early in the 4th. It's been negated in large part. We have actually outscored the Sun off of the turnover here tonight.
Careful, because she can do that, and she gets a hand on it.
And an answer on the other end. What a pass.
You know it's coming.
Lexi Hole with the slant route there. Caitlin clears Thomas. One dribble, extra pass. Mabry sets up Burton. She sticks right with her. Clark fires. Here's Hole on the drive. Last minute looking for Boston. The pass was a little too far.
Connecticut really making Indiana work.
Boston backing her way inside. Deep position. Closing in on what would be her 12th double-double of the season. Thomas going to work on Smith.
To make sure you defend her and not let her get that deep.
Hole ran right into a wall.
I've got the chills.
Gabby Thomas is here as well.
What a roar. I said before, there's generational and there's goats, and it's over.
Crowd.
Or 4th if you count Caitlin.
Certainly. Oh, Carrington.
Connecticut's pace. They have D'd up in the quarter court. They've been.
Smith the shot fake, driving on Thomas, hangs, but
attacking Indiana's defense downhill.
Space out there. Indiana fine with her shooting. Mabry off balance. Clark off a punishing screen from Boston. Out for Lexi Hole. Carrington's been lethal in the second half. The step through.
It's 5-on-4 going the other way. Nobody stops the ball. Off of misses.
21 fast break points as Mitchell fires.
Point game. Kelsey Mitchell is third in the league in what is called clutch.
Record holder for consecutive 20-point games as Jones.
And then they get 2 points on the other end.
And once again, more fast break opportunity. And Thomas is just 1 of 4 from the line here tonight.
She's been able to survive because she had so much other
years ago, and will be high on those charts again this season. And the 3. Hole back for Mitchell, catch and shoot. Barris. Indiana trying to earn their 15th win as Mabry just
cut.
Mitchell turns the corner, feeds Boston, won't miss it. Now into double figures, all 5 Fever starters are.
For Mabry.
Burton getting some big minutes down the stretch. Mabry fire not on the floor right now here for Connecticut. Behind the back to Boston, shot clock down to 9. Mitchell catch and shoots, hits it. Oh, that's
wow.
A bad miss at a bad time.
Mark that down, Pat. 1.
Thomas, handoff, Mabry.
Really sharp right here, no game slippage.
Clark on the drive, Clark lays it in. Back door, here is Burton runs. They'll work the way of Thomas. Thomas splits the double. Final 60 seconds, a sold-out crowd to their feet. The start of June. Clark shrugs her off. Oh, Mabry, that had been Hull's assignments.
Well, I like
Thomas, shot clock down to 4. They're not going to get the 2 for 1. Thomas had it knocked away. Now you had what could have been a challenge and a turnover there.
Well, which allowed Indiana to keep the ball.
And Hold hype about anything. Loving that free throw going down. Mabry off the screen, weaves inside. Kick out Carrington. She is open. It's 9 wins in their last 10 home games.